On this episode of The Geek Sandwich,
Nightmarish sea creature found on California coast.
Walmart shelves cleaned out in hours during EBT shutdown.
America has a new top beer.
We go over which TV shows get canceled.
Week 2 of the Winter Movie Draft.
And a dumbass of the week. Is it you?
This and more next. Welcome to The Geek Sandwich, number 25. I'm Hugo.
I'm Jason.
And I'm Ray.
This is the Geek Sandwich podcast for Friday, October 18th, 2013. The Geek Sandwich is a podcast that helps feed your geek hunger every week. We'll talk about geek stuff, whether it's in news, gaming, movies, or whatever just catches our eyes. We'd also love to take on topics sent in by you, the viewer.
Today's episode is brought to you by HTS Digital Design.
Today's
Need
show
a
is
new
sponsored
website
by
or a nice
HTS
upgrade
Digital
of your
Design.
current one? Don't
Need a
have
new
the time,
website for
patience,
your
or
business
even
or
skills to
personal
fix one up?
use? Just don't
HTS
have the
Digital
time and
Design can
patience
help with
into
your online
the
marketing
designing
needs.
or coding
Call
of the site?
HTS Digital
No
at
worries, mate.
401-305-0690 or email at htsdigital@gmail.com.
or visit their
HTS
website
Digital
at
Design,
htsdigital.com
where your marketing
for more
solution.
details.
We also
HTS
do
Digital,
hosting
we're your
And
marketing
logos
solution.
and stuff. Yay. Hey, welcome back, guys. Kind of short a few people.
A few?
Yeah. Sergio, I guess he's still messing around with his buttons and knobs, throwing back to the first show of the Geek Sandwich. And Demetrio, well, I heard he got his new computer today, parts and stuff, so
So he needs to put it together?
I have no idea. I saw him play League of Legends. He didn't return my text or whatever, so I have no idea. He's being a jerk. So I called him a jerk.
I was going to say, he's probably doing what I did when I got the Alienware.
Well,
Kind of took a chunk of time.
yeah, but he got it this morning.
Oh, so he hasn't even had a full day to mess around with it.
Either this morning or actually maybe yesterday. I have no idea.
What
I
was
don't
the
know.
price tag?
Who knows? He got parts and put it together. But yeah.
He put it together himself?
Yeah.
Wow.
You have to at least build your one computer by yourself, and then you buy all the other ones.
Never did it.
Me
Never?
either.
Wow.
Oh.
Well, next one I really want to get is the Doghouse System one. It's really a powerhouse. But how are you guys' week this week?
Work filled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm prepping, actually, one of the people that's in here, Matt Man, he's one of the people I run AC3 with. He actually has been on my back because he wants me to play through not Assassin's Creed.
Like literally on your
Arkham
back?
Asylum. Yeah, he's a little monkey on my back. No.
See him on your back right now.
Oh, welcome, Billy. But yeah, he really wants me to play the Arkham series because, you know, the whole release thing. But I don't have time.
That sucks. Giving too many flu shots away, huh?
Mm-hmm. we did 28 on Tuesday. I did 19.
Good. I will never get one again.
Why? Bad experience?
Yeah, I think I haven't gotten one in a while, and I think the last time I did get one, I really got sick, like really bad.
You don't
So
get
I'm
sick
like,
from the flu shot.
I don't care.
Just didn't let me give you your flu shot, so when you come to Rhode Island, let me give you your flu shot.
Maybe. And then I could punch you in the face with my other arm, because that arm is going to be hurting.
It's not. Anyway.
But, yeah, I've had a terrible week this week. It's been, like, constantly work, and then everybody in the house is sick. I had to drive, like, yesterday, wake up at 3 in the morning because people are sick, and then get the kids ready, go to the hospital with them, too, because they had an appointment and stuff. Yes, I pretty much didn't sleep. I couldn't sleep, so I did get put in some more hours of GTA. 80% done now. But
still not at 100. How long have you had the game for?
I haven't. I worked throughout the week, and then at the weekends, I
News and crap.
pretty much taking care of the kids and stuff.
Yeah, but it's been, what, a month?
Yeah, it's a month. And then I actually tried the online thing out. I couldn't get on with the account that I previously made, so the character or whatever. So I guess I was one of the one that was affected. So hopefully I get the $5,000 or whatever they said.
Oh yeah, the free money.
Yeah, the free money. Well, I don't know. Oh, I did listen to episode 1 of Geek Sandwich with myself, Isaac, and Sergio. Pretty funny stuff. It's still all on there if you guys want to listen on iTunes and stuff. But yeah, let's see.
Moving on.
News and crap.
Alright, let's see. Nightmarish sea creature found on the California coast. This thing looks long.
I saw this. It was crazy. Not in person, but yeah.
Oh. Alright, let me tell you about it. An 18-foot-long serpent-like beast washes up near the coast of Southern California to provide nightmare fodder for all who behold it. The ocean, one of the last things man has yet to fully explore and understand, but sometimes the ocean comes to us. Well, it did for some residents of South Carolina.
California?
I can't really read this time, too. South California. And the aforementioned fish? I can't read that either. Last week they said that I sounded drunk. I haven't drank anything in a while, dude. Alright?
I used too many big words, I guess.
You did.
You just never learned to enunciate.
The aforementioned oarfish was dragged to shore by a group of spectators after a marine scientist teacher found it in the open water.
Science.
That thing is long. How many people are holding that thing?
I think it was 15.
16 including her.
About 15 people applied.
15.
There's a little gap there, so.
Mind you, this was dead, but
What if that was alive?
still crazy. Well, that's what they were worried about. I think it was the professor who was with the group had said somebody claimed they saw something, and the professor freaked out because they thought it was alive. So obviously they didn't want anybody who was part of the group to go and inspect it if it was alive, because having a student die on you is not really that good for the school, let alone the teacher. But they ended up realizing that it was dead, and then they tried to drag it out, and they realized how big it was, so that they couldn't carry it all one person at a time. So they actually ended up bringing the whole group over. It's crazy though. If you look at the picture, I forget. It's like a special kind of fish. I don't know
Looks
exactly.
like an eel.
That's what I thought it was first.
They live
Like a
at the
huge
bottom of the
eel.
ocean.
But you got to think, what the heck would that thing eat? Number one, and how did it get that big? It's crazy.
It'll probably eat fish. I don't know.
Probably. I don't know.
And not to be that racist, but if it was in Japan that they found it, whatever, they'd probably already had it chopped off before they took a picture.
No.
Yeah, they would eat it.
There's nothing wrong with sushi.
There isn't. I've never had it, but
I've actually gotten into it lately, so it's not bad.
Really?
Hmm.
Well, the
It's
first time you had sushi.
First time I had sushi was in college, and I forget where we had gone. It was either Shogun or Haruki? I don't know. It was some hibachi place, and then there's one that opened up near me here on Route 1 in Attleboro. It's called Sakura, and I tend to get it from over there now.
that means cherry.
Sakura?
Is that a hibachi place?
It is a hibachi place.
Oh, those things are awesome. There's one that opened up a couple years ago down here in the Grand Forks. Now up from Fargo. They're freaking awesome. Then I went to the one when I went to
Ichigo.
Rhode Island. Huh?
Where's that, Billy?
What?
I don't think I've ever heard of that place.
Ichi is better.
It's on Route 16 in Seekonk. Huh. I might have to go there. I'm not a huge fan of the ones I've been to that I were okay. Were Oki's in North Providence, but I didn't really like it. Sakura's pretty good.
I went to the one on,
Shogun.
I think it's Route 1. I don't know, they have a red sign in front of them.
That's the only one that's up there, is Sakura.
Is it? Is that what it is? Yeah. They're pretty good. Pretty good. They pretty much do the same thing that, what they, like the performance-wise. Ooh, look, it's an American egg roll. Ooh. I thought that was pretty funny. And then they give you sake, like, all the time.
I thought you weren't drunk.
That was eating Japanese food. I haven't eaten anything.
Well, moving on.
Moving on.
Walmart shelves cleaned out in hours during EBT shutdown.
Oh my.
The chaotic scene that unfolded in 2 Walmart locations in Mansfield, Louisiana and Spring Hill, Louisiana, on Saturday has been described worse than any holiday season rush. The system was down for about 10 hours as some people's frustration boiled over. No fights or confrontations were reported, but they certainly made it known. It affected 17 states nationwide, and only it seems that big retailers...
Write this?
Yeah, I did write this. And it seems only big retailer to allow free products was Walmart. Others told customers they were locked out until they were able to get their EBT limits. So that was bad.
You know what? Walmart,
Sorry, my phone's talking to me again.
Walmart, like, cashiers and stuff, they've got to be, like, one of the, I'm sorry for anybody who actually is listening and is a cashier, but, like, last week I'm kind of, like, bashing on everybody. Walmart cashiers suck. They're idiots. Except for one guy that was actually in Grand Forks. Like, everybody knows him. And he puts, like, 200% into his work. Like, he's even gone to the news and stuff. Like, this little southerner guy, just going around. His name is Jimmy. Isaac would like him. Actually, I talked about him when we first started the podcast. Back in 2011.
I don't think I remember that.
It was one of the first shows, or even before the show, we were talking about him. And, yeah, that guy, I haven't seen him there in a while, but pretty cool guy.
I kind of agree with that, because I've talked with quite a few people. Like, I don't normally go to Walmart for much. Like, I'll see what's on sale. But... I've heard people that have gone through and either the cashiers manage to mess up what they have where they either charge them full price, not anything that's on sale, or they'll miss items. Like, they'll scan it through, but it won't catch it. So then, like, the people will leave thinking they were supposed to pay more, and when they look at their receipts, I guess, because you know how, like, on normal receipts, it tells you what you have, like, in order of how they scanned it, and then tells you you've got however many items. Like, I know with CVS, that's what it does. You scan everything, it gives you the sale price, and then you have, you know, you've bought such and such amount of items today.
Yeah.
People were noticing that the items that were scanned and the items that they bought didn't match up.
So they have, like, did they not pay for all the items they got?
I guess. Like, it makes it sound like let's say you went in and you knew you were going to buy 10 things. Like, you bought, I don't know, I think they have a food thing now. So let's say you bought, like, 2 things of steak. You bought, I don't know, like a few T-shirts and then a couple movies. And then you were thinking about getting a TV and you ended up getting a small one or whatever. So you had like, what, 6 or 7 things. You would leave, and then I guess on your receipt it would say 5. But when I asked them, I'm like, how would you know that you didn't get something wrong out? I would always get told they would go home, take everything out of the bags, and try to match it up, because a lot of times people would use a credit card or something, so they would have to make sure that it was working, or that they would charge the right amount. And they would tell me that they would notice it was wrong. What they got charged was less than they were supposed to get charged. So I'm like, how does that work? Because you know how they have the RFID tracker things, where if you walk through the doorway, it'll beep if nothing got wrong through, or if you have something on you that you're not supposed to have. I asked them, I'm like, did it go off on you? And they said no. So I don't know what the hell's going on.
It's mostly, I think, TV things that goes off, or electronics, isn't it?
Oh, I would assume it's like big ticket stuff. So I don't know specifically, like with them, what it would be. I have no clue. Or if they're like, if something was supposed to be on clearance, or like they were discontinuing something, I would assume they would try to get rid of that stuff, but they might not sell it, if that makes any sense. Because usually when something's discontinued, they would take it off the shelf, I would think. I could be wrong. I don't know about like front store stuff.
Well, they always have that one old person at the front of the store and trying to like stop you if they see anything. Mostly if it's something underneath the carriage cart or whatever you guys anybody calls it, and they'll check your receipt, and I don't know what they check for when they do check the receipt, because it's like they just look at it up and down and they make a mark and see ya.
Yeah, they do that. They do that with like the big box stores like Costco. Yeah. I don't know exactly what they look at either, because I always get confused. I'm like, you're not looking at every item that's in here, so I don't get it.
I think at BJ's they actually looked a few times. They used to over in Mass. But,
I think I remember them doing that, but I don't.
At Sam's Club, they look up and down, and I don't know, whatever. But anyway, back to the EBT problem.
Oh my God.
Droid. But like, you're famous today.
Shut up, phone. Jesus.
So
I don't understand why they wouldn't. Why they would do that? Like, why would you not check your accounts?
I don't know. But I watched this video on, I guess it was Tuesday that this all happened, and I just lost the train of thought. Like, this one guy went in there with the phone, and all you can see is just lines of carriages. And this is, I guess, after the fact of everybody going home, whatever, after EBT got reactivated. It was just lines and lines. They had to shut down the store because it was a fire hazard. There were no meats on the shelves, and everything else was pretty much in the middle of everything. Because people were getting like 7 to 8 carts, maybe sometimes more, bringing them to the cars, spending 2 hours filling the cars up, bringing them home, and some even came back and grabbed more. Now, one thing, where would you put all this stuff? If you're on EBT, you shouldn't really have that much room, right? Because you're paying for stuff. Yeah. I'm like, really?
I think if you're on EBT, you should be only able to purchase certain items.
I thought that's how it worked, though.
It was, but they allowed you to now get like soda, pop,
like a lot of stuff now.
You get a lot more stuff now than before. Well,
Wick is the stuff that you have to.
Wick is for like baby
just certain stuff. Yeah, milk, bread, eggs, cheese.
They give you like a check, and then they tell you have to get.
Well, that's like with food stamps too. Like they're only good for certain things.
That's what the EBT is.
Well, it depends, because EBT you can have the card with you. It's not necessarily like there are other places that when they do the food stamps they actually give you whatever it is that you're supposed to be handing in.
They put either cash. I don't know about the cash part, or the food stamps part. Food stamps is basically you could only purchase foods. The cash is I think you buy anything on there because it's I don't know. I don't know how the cash part works. I've never known. And I'm pretty sure you could use it as like you probably put money on there or something. Or have it deducted from somewhere and put it in there. I don't know. But I mean, the managers at Walmart should have like noticed all this stuff and stopped it. But no, they let it go, called the cops so they could control the madness. Luckily, there was no like fighting or anything involved. So that's
I don't know. They probably figure, because when it comes to like big box retailers and all that stuff, they probably figure it's just easier to take, bite the bullet. I mean, these companies make so much money anyway that one store losing stuff like that is probably like a little blip to them.
Yeah, they were supposed to end up paying a portion of the money. Now, I don't know if all the people that actually bought all this stuff for technically free, if they have to pay them back or something, or I don't know. But if they do, they're pretty much screwed.
Mm.
So, I don't know. Speaking of drinking, which I am not, except for like some iced tea mix thing.
I only have water.
Yeah, mine's kind of watered down too. But Jay, you brought a map of America's favorite beer.
Yes, I did. So, there was a map. It's from this company. It's called Blowfish, and basically it's like one of those hangover cures. There's like a whole bunch of other ones that are available over the counter. One's called Forgiven. One's called Chasers that you're supposed to be taking while you're taking the drinks. It's really weird. None of them actually work, but they sponsored this. So there's a map of the U.S., including all 50 states, so Hawaii and Alaska included, and they basically looked at each state and what their most, I guess, chosen beer is, and across the U.S., so if you guys had to think of like what the biggest beer company would be, or beer of choice across the U.S., what do you think it would be? Not production-wise, but like people actually choosing to drink it.
I probably would say Bud Light. I don't know. Or that ice, natural ice.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people getting that too.
So surprisingly enough, the majority of people in the U.S., this is like amount of states-wise, chose Blue Moon, which anybody, like I'm a beer drinker myself, so I'm actually kind of surprised because Blue Moon is not something I personally like, but I was interested in seeing where it was big, and apparently in the West, like West Coast going into the Midwest, it's a big thing. In Alaska and also along the southeast. So
Sergio works for Blue Moon.
Does he?
It's not the same company.
I was going to say. And then I think behind that, Bud Light was the second most chosen, and right behind that was Sam Adams. So it's funny because you look at the map and you see Blue Moon, Bud Light's the Midwest, pretty much, including North and South Dakota. Yingling is kind of in the Mid-Atlantic region, and
what
then
is that?
Yingling?
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
It's another beer. It's really popular in Pennsylvania because that's where Yingling is located out of.
Do they Hershey chocolate while they're making it?
No. And then Sam Adams is pretty much the Northeast plus.
It's the oldest brewery in the country. It says
I believe
Bill
so.
Raleigh.
And you have like a couple of other random ones. So Miller Lite is the big one in Wisconsin, and Corona is the big one in California. Surprise.
Actually,
Surprise.
I thought Corona would be pretty more popular than
I
Blue
thought
Moon.
it would be too, but if you think about it, Corona, when you think of Corona, or at least when I think of Corona, I think of summertime. So if the beer company itself doesn't have like seasonal beers, they're not going to be making much money. And most of these that are here, they don't really have like a summertime Bud Light or summertime Blue Moon. It's very specific. Sam Adams is one that has seasonal beers as well. And a lot of times you'll see seasonal stuff with microbrews. So anybody that's lived up here in the Northeast will know about Magic Hat, will know about Dogfish, Sea Dog. Like they all have different beers that they have throughout the year. And I'm a fan of microbrews, so I'm not really a huge fan of like the Bud Light, Budweiser, that type of thing.
I should let you go take a tour of my friend's warehouse then.
Oh, really?
It's in Cumberland. Well, Cumberland. Yeah, it's still in Cumberland, Massachusetts now. It's at the old insulated wire
Oh,
factory.
nice.
He bought that place out. Well, rented, I think. I don't know. You know him.
Who?
Paul Simoes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's got a huge warehouse. So
And Coors is not awesome. I don't care
You
what
know,
anybody says.
I tried the Blue Moon. I'm not sure if I tried the orange one or just the plain one. I'm not a big beer drinker, I guess. I like Corona. I'd drink it if I had it.
Well,
And
see,
then,
it depends on what you're into, because there's different types of beer, and I think that's what I like about the beer options is you've got ales, you've got lagers, you've got IPAs, you've got porters, you've got a lot of selection. So think of like, I don't know, are you a wine drinker?
no. I actually, last few times I drank like, was it Guinness? I like the heavier stuff. I was like, I didn't know that. I don't know. I drink more like malts and stuff like that, like
Yeah, well,
Smirnoff and all that, Mike's Hard and lemonade and stuff like that.
I mean that too. I mean each like class of, I guess, beverage has their own thing. So like you have your different beers, you have your different wines, and then you have your different spirits. So malts, even just individual drinks like rum, vodka, you have all different brands and then all different kinds of stuff in between. With beers, the good thing about it is you've got options because there's plenty of breweries. And then obviously people can make their own beer too, because I know a few people that tried their hand at it. They're
Well,
trying to work everything out. But
they've even got those little kits they could buy.
yeah,
I thought I seen them at BJ's one time.
I don't know how much they cost, but yeah, it's another thing. But it was just interesting to see that there were 6 beers that made it onto the actual thing, and it was Blue Moon first, Bud Light second, Sam Adams, and then Yingling, and then in between there was Corona, Coors Light, and Miller Lite. I think
Miller
they each
looks.
had one thing.
It looks like Miller Lite only has one state, which is
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. Yeah. No.
And
Yeah, it is Wisconsin.
Coors Light has Indiana and Oklahoma, it looks like. And then Corona looks like it has California and Hawaii.
Because it's hot there.
Yeah,
It's hot.
I think it would be interesting to see if they made like a microbrew map where things would fall. I think it would be more regionalized too.
Ray, get on that.
Yeah, that'll be your homework assignment.
That's your homework for next week.
Righto.
Hello?
Hello?
Alright.
And I don't know what we have. What's next?
What's next, Ray?
Next is And in other news,
Alright, I'll start it off. Galloping Wildcat makes its video debut. Ooh, hold on. This is one of those, military robots. I've seen this. It's like, it just looks like a mechanical horse running around.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, it's like that weird. Like you can hear the motor on it.
It looks like a horse, but like headless.
Yeah, it's like it reminded me of if anybody's seen the music video for Swedish House Mafia, Greyhound.
Never seen it.
It kind of looks like that, except that the head part of the Greyhound is chopped off.
Oh.
But yeah. Let's see. Google stock has broken $1,000. Yay! For anybody that has a Google stock, which is not me.
Oh. Well, you helped because you got a Droid phone.
I did.
Breaking Bad creator, illegal downloading raised brand awareness.
Is it easier to pirate movies or stream them? New website aims to find out. I don't know which site it was though.
I was gonna say, how are they gonna track that? Apple recalls their MacBook Air 64 gig and 128 gig flash storage drives sold between June 2012 and June 2013.
After Aereo expanded its cloud-based DVR service earlier this year to Boston, Atlanta, and Miami, it is set to launch in Detroit on October 28th.
Jellyfish born in space gets vertigo on Earth. Ugh.
It's kind of icky. Elon Musk wants to put a Tesla engine inside James Bond's submersible Lotus.
Yay.
Nexus 5 appears in Google Play Store for $349.
AMD posts 1.46 billion quarterly revenue, returns to profitability.
And Tesla taps AT&T to bring cellular connection to its cars. Kind of cool.
Yeah. AT&T kind of sucks. I don't know. That's my opinion.
This week in entertainment.
Thanks, Ray.
He's right on top of that.
I know. For once. Let's see. I can read that. New Line Cinema to release Earthquake movie featuring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. THR reports that Johnson, now on board production, is slated to begin in April for a 2015 targeted release. Johnson's journey to the mysterious island director Brad Payton will direct San Andreas as Bo Flynn, and Tripped Vincent produce.
You just cannot talk today.
I can't. I should have just let you read that one. I couldn't have talked last week either. But
So yeah, that's kind of weird. Hearing that.
San Andreas, does that have to do with like GTA?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or the fault line.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Speaking of fault lines that cause destruction and whatever,
Boom.
we're going to be mentioning some things that kind of flash back to, I think was it 2 or 3 shows ago?
Maybe 4.
Might be 4. But anyway, for those of you that were not here when we did this, we had announced a whole bunch of new shows that were coming out this year, not returning shows, and we had made predictions as to how long we thought certain ones were going to be around.
Somebody hasn't made a list that have gone back.
I wonder who.
And made a list of who had what movies. I mean, TV shows and.
Yeah, the movies are another thing. We'll get to that in a few.
I can't talk. I'm sorry.
So,
wow.
For those of you that haven't been paying attention, we're gonna kind of go through this pretty quickly. So NBC has removed a couple of shows already so far. So Welcome to the Family, the one about the girl who got pregnant as a teenager and is...
The dads hate each other.
The dads hate each other,
I've actually been watching this one, and, like, it's kind of fun.
Well, it got canceled.
Oh.
And Ironside, the one about the guy who was a cop and got shot in the spine and was wheelchair bound, also has been removed.
I've been watching that one too.
And they've actually set a return date for Community for January 2nd, which I've only seen a couple of episodes from Community. It's pretty funny.
I watched one Community like a few weeks ago. Like they had some like time warp thing or something. Like it was a dark world split stream or something, and they came back to kill the guy or whatever. So I don't know. It was pretty cool, but
yeah,
it's the chick that's in Mad Men that plays Pete Campbell's wife is in this one. Community.
Huh. Huh. And also NBC had mentioned that Chicago Fire is going to have a spin-off called Chicago PD. So I don't know if this is going to be based off of the same like setting. Obviously, they're supposed to be taking place in Chicago, but I don't know if there's going to be.
It's just a bunch of guys that take off their shirts, and I don't know. I never watched this. I've been against it since I've seen it. Seen the preview or whatever on TV.
I've seen a couple of episodes of Chicago Fire, but I feel like it gets old after a while because all it is people going to a fire and putting it out, and then there's all this drama like, ooh, you're sleeping with who? Like that type of thing. But
is it not like Rescue Me or something like that?
I never saw that one.
Oh, you should. It's a good show.
But I can't say that.
All right. On
Next
Fox, Andy Samberg's Fox comedy is getting a full season. I think we all said that it wasn't going to last long because
was that Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Yeah, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. We all said that he's only been doing like skits and stuff. I don't know. I've been hearing a lot of people like this. To me, it's kind of like it gets old fast. I don't know.
I've never actually seen an episode, so I can't really say that it was good or bad. But Andy Samberg is a great comedian. I mean, he was great on SNL, so I could see it doing well, but I don't know story-wise how it's going to last.
It's also gotten it's scored the TV's biggest promotional opportunity for a post Super Bowl slot this year.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't know. And I guess they're joining New Girl with a 1 hour special comedy block airing after the game. I guess that's what's gonna happen.
I don't know.
So, I don't know.
If I had to compare the two, I would say New Girl would be better.
Oh yeah, New Girl's so much better than Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but I don't know.
We could be wrong.
Usually Fox, if a show isn't looking promising, they'll just slice it right away. But
Ray, what's going on the last big network?
CBS. CBS is going all in on its 3 freshman comedies. The network has given a back 9 order to Thursday comedies, The Crazy Ones and The Millers, as well as Monday entry Mom. The trio's vote of confidence comes on the heels of positive ratings. They rank as the 3 most watched new comedies of the fall season and an early exit for fellow freshman We Are Men after just 2 episodes.
You know, as he was reading that, I remember Jay saying, commenting on something that Ray said last week, that he read without stuttering or stopping. I'm sorry, right?
Without breathing?
Shh. Oh,
Well, you're following in
oh,
his footsteps if you're gonna follow that.
well,
And you read before him, so you have no excuse.
I can't breathe. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
Or pronunciation. No,
Oh,
it's affecting me now.
Yeah, see, you both are rubbing off on each other.
So I haven't seen the crazy ones. I'd like to see it, but I don't have access because Hulu does not include CBS.
People were saying it's a good show, and I mean it has Robin Williams, so you know there's going to be a good amount of comedy in it. But I don't know specifically what it's about or anything like that. I know he owns a company of some sort, but
In the show.
yeah.
Oh.
But he works. He works with his daughter, like whoever his character is works with his daughter at that company.
Well, I've going back going back to that in other news post, that site that's keeping track of the pirated stuff. The 10 top most pirated movies of the week. I guess Pacific Rim, they've been actually digitally purchased. Like it takes the number one. White House Down, Asylum. No. What's that movie that you've seen, Jay?
Elysium.
Elysium.
That was a good movie.
They just got X's on all, like streaming, digital rental, or digital purchase. The Internship, The Lone Ranger, and Monsters University, they all got check marks over digital purchase. So I don't know. I don't know what the site actually means. Let me post it on here. It's piracydata.org. Put it in the chat room. I want to see it. But yeah, they've only got the top 10, but maybe we'll come back to the site and see what it all means.
Until then,
the Gaming Corner.
Today's segment of the Gaming Corner is brought to you by
keep going, Ray.
the Havenshine Game Center, with weekly events like Enter the Apocalypse, RPG on Mondays, Hashfest featuring Melee on Wednesdays, Fight Night on Thursdays, and Halo 3 every Saturday night. Don't forget our Halloween tournament, Rigor Mortis for Melee and Brawl, on the 26th and 27th of October. Look for them on Facebook at facebook.com/groups/Havenshine Game Center for more event details. Havenshine Game Center is located at 38 Martin Street, Cumberland, Rhode Island.
Rhode Island?
Rhode
Island. And Jay is still yet to invade it.
Yeah. Yeah. About that. Maybe on the week that I have off, we'll do that. I'll have to see if I can get in contact with Sergio and Ray. We'll have to figure out a day that we can all head down.
Oh, you should bring Billy Rawls. He'll destroy them at Halo.
And Big Slow.
Oh, he can destroy whoever at Halo because I refuse to play that game.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Halo, you could download it free this week till the end of the month. Oh, he hung up his controller. No. Why?
Did you say hung up?
He hung up his controller. Kids, I've got 2 kids. The same as you.
Oh.
I know, but it is tough. See, my point right there.
But see, you
have time.
You work with it, so you not obviously would be playing the same games with them, but you do that, and it kind of works its way in.
Yeah. It's
But
like,
something, for example, something you wouldn't play with your kids is GTA 5, which is now available on the Xbox Games on Demand. But
my daughter was actually watching me play yesterday. Luckily, I had the TV muted and I have a headset on,
mhm.
and there was actually I wasn't doing any like bad crap on there, but it was just I was just driving around, doing a taxi drive. But I don't know.
and
Hey Jay, this you might like this one. The streak is over. Xbox 360 dethroned by PS3 after 32 months on top U.S. market.
yay.
Go ahead.
That's interesting. That really is interesting.
Well,
Xbox
see,
Live.
here's what I think. This is why I think sales go up. All right, think about if you had an Xbox, how many times have you gotten the Red Ring of Death? How many times have you had to put more money into it, and how many times have you had to buy a new system? That's what drives up the sales for that. That's just my personal opinion. Because
How
if
many
you
games, like at the start of like PlayStation 3, how many games would you actually buy to play it? I mean,
I don't know. I would have to like that's the same question people ask me about PlayStation 4. I've been asked, am I getting Xbox One, PlayStation 4, or both? And the answer is I'm not getting either to start off.
yeah.
And then the question that I always get asked is, if you were going to buy both or either one or the other, which games would you buy for it? And I keep saying I don't know because I'd have to see the full list of releases. Chances are I would buy individual games, like releases, and then once I would play them, I would have to decide whether I want to keep with that system or not. Because the big problem that I would have is if a big game comes out for both systems, which system would I play it on? So, like, Assassin's Creed 4, perfect example. I have a group of people I play Assassin's Creed 3 with on the PlayStation 3. It's going to be released for the PlayStation 3 before PlayStation 4. I'm probably going to stick with PlayStation 3.
And they probably have like at least 3 more years with the PlayStation 3. I think Xbox said the same thing. 3 or 4 more years.
They did.
Or more.
They did, but it's on the downslope. And I remember, like, it took a while for Best Buy. They used to have PlayStation 2 games, like, on sale forever, even after the PS3 came out. But I think it was more so because they were trying to get rid of their stock. So I don't know how quickly this is going to go.
Did those games join ET games in the desert?
I don't know.
Those kids, those people that don't know what I'm just talking about, ask your parents or your uncle.
Ask your parents or your uncle.
Um,
Ray, what were you saying about Xbox Gold Live?
Oh yeah, Xbox Live Gold free. Xbox 360 games promotion games with Gold will continue indefinitely, Microsoft has stated.
so I guess the 2 free games that Microsoft has, one on the 1st and one on the 15th every month, they're going to continue that through the Xbox One. So, like this week, Halo 3. I don't know why, but I actually didn't have a copy. So now I have all 4 Halos minus ODST.
Which is probably the worst from what I heard. So you're not missing much off of that.
I've got Reach as well, so. Well, I don't know. Another thing I just saw before the show started, the look of the Xbox notifications and achievements, was it button or a little screen thing that pops up? Looks like it's half the size of the current one, and it's all green.
Yeah, it's a notification.
Yeah, and you don't see. I don't think from these animations that I've got on here, which controller or what player actually gets the achievement or notification like the other one. But these things are freaking annoying. I mean, you're playing an online game like Call of Duty or
Well, see,
something.
it depends. It depends on the game. So, perfect example. On the PlayStation, it's not set up the same way as on the Xbox. So the Xbox, you get your notification at the very bottom, right?
Some of the games. Some games they move it up to the top right or whatever. Like
Okay, well,
I think the rock bands and all that stuff.
mm-hmm. So with PlayStation, it's always on the top, and it's on the top right. Now, depending on the game, the majority of people will agree with me on this. There's usually like a health bar or something in that corner that you're trying to pay attention to, especially online. And if a thing pops up there, whether it's a notification or, hey, your friends come online, because it pops up in the same area, it screws your game up. Because you could be trying to attack somebody, or it could be right over your map, and you get killed because it pops up.
Oh yeah, it's distracting. I mean,
It is.
have something like not over your little bar that you keep looking at. Just each game should be custom to like specific where like if you have a split screen going, a person on top, person on the bottom, the person on the bottom always gets screwed because they're always losing what is it called? Space on like
Right.
real estate or whatever you want to call it, on the screen because even if it's not for them, the other person that's on always pops up. I'm like, at least if it's for you, like the person that's on top, the notification goes there, and that's my opinion, or something different. I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like you accomplish something when it dings or clicks or whatever for you, but it's annoying even in single player too. But I know with PlayStation, one of the updates that they did is that you can actually opt to turn off the notifications,
Oh,
so that way they don't pop up.
You could do that with the Xbox, but then when you do want it to pop up, you have to always go back and check it off. But one thing that they should do, and maybe like in the future, have a remote on the controller, have it pop up there, or like have it like vibrate or blink crazy or something,
They might. I don't know.
or like have a signature ringtone or whatever, and then you could just go check after the match or whatever, so it doesn't interfere. I don't know. Those things are a little pain. I hate notifications anyway, but
Yeah.
But they tell you things.
they do. Important ones I'll keep, but other ones, meh. All right, Jay.
I'll keep quiet.
Here's your moment. Ray, would you like to read this? Because I've already read it once this week. In place of Kat, because she was sick today.
I hope she feels better.
Yeah, hopefully.
In the lead, after 2 weeks, is Jason with his first movie, Gravity, still pounding the box office sales at
139.4 million.
4 million. And with his second film, Captain Phillips, currently in second place with 36 million, bringing Jason's total to 175.5 million.
In second place of the draft is Kat with 15.9 million for Runner Runner.
And bringing Hugo into the standings, though not doing well with Machete Kills with, sad face,
Sad face.
5.1 million.
It only made like 3.9 opening weekend. I'm like, wow, this thing sucks. But squaring up today is Jason. You're up again, and you're facing Demetrio. You're bringing in Carrie, however you say it, and Demetrio's dual wielding 2 movies, 12 Years a Slave and Escape Plan. How do you think you're gonna do, Jay?
To be honest,
Is he gonna take down your 2 movies that you have now?
I don't think he will, but Carrie is going to do well because scary movies tend to do really well over, obviously, Halloween. Plus, anybody that's seen the original, I don't know if they're going to like the new one, but they'll probably see it just because they want to see what's remastered about it. I'm probably actually going to go see it maybe this weekend, so I might be able to have a review if I decide to go see it.
It's up on Netflix too, the original.
For his 2 that are coming up, 12 Years a Slave, I really haven't heard much of, so I don't think it's going to do well. And then Escape Plan, I don't know who's in that, but if I had to pick one of the 2, Escape Plan's probably going to do better. The thing that sucks, though, is if he has 2 movies coming out on the same week, it's going to split people unless they plan on seeing both. Because usually when there's 2 movie premieres, people will go see one and then wait a while to go see the second one. So I don't know. Plus, hopefully Gravity will still keep getting more monies.
Yeah, he might be happy he's getting 2 movies, but it's really bad.
And by the way, I saw a preview for Freebirds. It looks absolutely stupid.
Hey, kids are gonna watch that. Parents are gonna bring their kids
It's about
Thanksgiving
turkeys.
Day. They're gonna bring their kids Thanksgiving Day, and they're gonna watch it. Actually, it's not the 1st, isn't it?
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
yeah, I know it's coming out in November, but I don't know when.
I think on the 1st, I believe. I don't know. They're gonna watch it. Well, I don't know. Jay?
Oh, yeah. Don't forget to subscribe to us on iTunes and YouTube to find out who's in the lead after this weekend with Kat on the bite-sized edition of this podcast. And there will also be posts on Twitter as well, so you guys can keep up with that.
I'm
and
sorry.
If you go,
I haven't been doing that all week long. It's been a bad week.
Well, no, I mean, people, like, if anybody that's on, you guys can still see who's in the lead by clicking on our link on the website, because we'll be updating that as well. So even if you don't see it right away, you can still see it from that location.
Well, if I don't get to post it on Twitter, I don't do that either.
Well, it's been updating, though.
Yeah, if I get to it, or if Ray, or somebody would do it. So
Yeah, I probably should take over.
one of us, if I can't get to it, just at least check on it and then post it on. But that's, yeah. If somebody checks it, like one of the listeners checks it, you can always click the little link, and then it'll bring you to what the actual movie is. And don't forget to vote for us on the straw poll, which is in the geeksandwichpodcast.com. There's a link up top somewhere. And
I think
somewhere.
I think some of you still haven't gotten votes.
No, I'm not even voting for myself. I think Jay's going to win it all, to be honest.
I don't
didn't
know
vote.
yet.
I haven't voted.
No, I haven't voted anything.
I don't think we shouldn't vote.
Oh, too late. I already voted.
I think voted twice for himself.
Interesting.
Oh, all right. Well, I got some geek stuff for you guys.
Like?
I think Billy Rawls, he's got one of these. It's a beard head. You ever hear of these?
Nope.
they put a little beanie hat on top of the head, and then connected to it is like a little beard. It makes you look like a Viking or
A little beard. These look like.
or not a little beard, like an actual size beard, like out of. Some of these are knitted. The one that I've got on the show notes is New England Patriots one. They actually started making teams and stuff. And then I was gonna get my kid a little beanie one too, with a little beard. So we'll be matching. I need this for work because I'm working with below zero temperatures. But yeah,
You could always grow a beard out. I mean,
it
doesn't take that long.
But then I have to work at a food place, and it's kind of like
So wear a beard net.
no,
That's pretty funny.
no.
Mm-hmm.
But so I could just wear this. But I guess you could take off the beard if you don't want it on all the time. It's connected by Velcro or something. 100% acrylic for both. The Patriots one's got navy blue, red, silver, and white, like the colors. And the little one that I was gonna get for Caleb is it's got it's the one I was gonna get him was the brown beard one, and it's got blue, red, and white, and cyan. $40 for the adult one and $25 for the kid one. Yeah. You guys should all get this and then submit it. If you do have pictures, submit it to the Geek Sandwich page on Facebook.
Okay.
All right. What's next, Ray?
We don't have one.
Yeah, we do. It's right
don't.
there.
Oh.
Dumbass of the week.
Trying to take Sergio's job.
That
Maybe.
was subpar.
All right.
I have to say it slowly.
Yeah. And word for word.
It's a little slow today. The U.S. government. Why, you ask? For failing to pay the death benefits to the families of fallen soldiers. Come on. These guys gave their lives for this country, and you can't pay their respects and the death benefits to their families?
I would even venture to say that, in addition to that, the fact that they were in a shutdown for, 8 days, didn't really help either.
16.
And
Or 16.
I'm pretty sure they're all still working, too.
Yeah. They called a lot of them back, but they weren't getting paid.
No,
No.
no. But all the people in Congress and all that, they all still got paid, right? Pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure they did, but I don't know how it works when they're trying to do all this, the voting thing. What do they get paid for? What don't they get paid for? How long they sit there? I mean, I don't really follow politics all that much, but I just know when they were doing the broadcast of the guy who was literally talking about absolutely nothing for 21 hours or whatever it was.
I gotta go to the bathroom. Hold on.
Yeah, I know. In my mind, I'm like, seriously, this is what it's come down to. You're reading Green Eggs and Ham. You're just being an idiot for trying to put off something that was gonna happen anyway. And it just really, really saddens me that those are the people that are representing the country. It makes me so mad. People could be doing so many more things, better things, with their time than doing stupid crap like that. That's just me. But I prefer getting things done as opposed to just BSing about random stuff.
All right, so
I agree.
The government gets the dumbass of the week this week, and yeah. Oh, I looked back at the Escape Plan movie, and I was thinking of Pac-Man. Pac-Man's always got a escape plan, right? He's always running from those ghosts.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I thought
He does?
Or maybe sometimes he eats them, but then the escape plan goes.
How does he? What does he sound like?
Waka 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 waka. But I don't know. It's got Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jim Caviezel.
Oh, is that like the Expendables crew?
I think, yeah, because it's got most people who like this also like Expendables, The Last Stand, Two Guns, Good Day to Die Hard. I don't know, but it seems like the same crew.
Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work out.
Well, good luck to him.
Yeah.
We don't have Sergio, so we couldn't get a rule. I did ask if he did get one to text me, but no, he didn't.
Isn't he lost in Vermont?
I think so. I think he was playing with some knobs and buttons on his iBox again.
I think
Got teleported.
What would be easy is when he comes back, he's just gonna have to have like a set of 4 or 5.
Yeah.
To make up for them.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Let's see.
Alright.
Alrighty.
Next, we got coming up next week. For games, anyway, we've got Rocksmith 2014 edition, October 22nd, for Tuesday.
And on the same day, we also have Sonic Lost World.
SpongeBob SquarePants, Plankton's Robotic Revenge. The
Ooh.
same day, October 22nd.
Lame.
They're making another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. Is
I
this
guess
the same
so.
Was that a question?
Yeah, I know.
Well, it's coming out the same
You're
time,
drunk.
but it's like, no, I'm not. But like, didn't it fail on the Xbox the other day? A few weeks ago?
I don't know. Did it?
I don't know. Yeah, not a lot of people liked it. So I gotta look this one up. So yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coming out October 22nd.
And the one I'm looking forward to is Batman Arkham Origins coming out on October 25th.
You missed one.
No, I didn't.
We also have Lego Marvel Superheroes, October 22nd.
I skipped the one that doesn't matter. See?
Shouldn't they call that Avengers, maybe? No.
I
I
don't
guess
know.
it says more. I always like the Marvel one games.
Marvel or Lego?
Both.
See, the Lego
Oh.
ones you can play with your kids.
Yeah.
Here you go.
But one just tries to eat the remote, and the other one just wants to actually play Minecraft. Well, she hasn't played anything on there in a while. Except for the Connect stuff. Like Sesame Street, Connect, or whatever. Which is pretty fun.
Sesame Street has a Connect version? What?
Yeah. It gets the kid off the couch and moving around and stuff. It's pretty fun.
I need to get off the couch and move around.
Yeah, go get a Wii.
Go get a Wii.
You want me to, break my hand?
I guess,
It's dangerous.
Yeah.
It is.
Wii's are
Did someone
dangerous.
cut their throat? I don't know. I don't know.
he does not know.
I don't know.
I don't know if it would cut your throat, but I know that we played, what's that sports thing that they have for the Wii?
The bowling thing?
Wii Sports?
Wii Sports?
Maybe it's Wii. Yeah, maybe it's Wii Sports.
Alright, here's Jay's moment.
All I know
Finally.
is that I almost knocked somebody out playing Wii Tennis. It was really bad, and I caught myself because I wasn't used to having to hold the Wii remote because I was used to holding a tennis racket. So I was holding the Wii remote as if I was holding a tennis racket, and I went to wind up for a backhand and almost caught the kid in the face. I was like, "Whoa, this is bad." I got the point in the game, but I was like, "You almost had a black eye, dude."
All right, we have homework next week. We gotta see how many videos we can compile on YouTube
What?
of people injuring them. Yeah,
Oh.
injuring themselves with Wii
What-
Sports.
You have more homework too.
Yeah,
I forgot what it was.
yeah, I do.
Oh no, the microbreweries.
Yeah, see if they have a map of microbreweries and like which one's most popular.
And if you, the listener, the viewer, find that, submit that to us. How? We'll tell you how. Soon.
I don't think we will, but okay.
Well, that does it for this episode. Check out all of our previous shows, social media links, email, and more at our website, geeksandwichpodcast.com. There is no T in that either, by the way.
No tea?
There's no T in sandwich. There is at the end of podcast.
In the which part?
Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about? And if you guys want to know how to support the show, so that way you don't just see my mug up here on the screen and the rest of the people's that are hiding inside my computer screen right now because you can't actually see them.
We're inside.
Hello.
Apparently.
Where are the little people? Hello?
We do have a PayPal on the donation link at the website. So the other thing too is if you'd like to advertise on the show, shoot us an email at geeksandwichpodcast@gmail.com. That was not a Twitter handle. That was just our email.
Don't forget to check the bite-sized edition with Kat on Mondays.
When she's not
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah, she's been a bad week. And until next time.
Bye. Oh.
Hello. Bye.
We're done.
Stadler?
What?
Is that it?
Yes, it's over. How'd you like it?
I don't know. I slept through the whole thing.
Well, you didn't miss much.
Thanks for listening to Geek Sandwich.
This podcast is part of the HTS Digital Network of podcasts. For other shows done by HTS, visit our website at htsdigital.com/podcast or search HTS Digital on Facebook, Twitter, and Google.